in living in our generation, art is pretty much all around us when it comes to looking at buildings to like looking at art on the painting, art painting on the wall, or even just decorating your living room. Art is pretty much all around us. And with those three examples of many, those are the examples that designers use for inspiration to use on the garments that we wear when it comes to shoes, shirts, and even pants. Mainly on sneakers. And I'm saying that because I've been in the sneaker culture, a big fan of it for at least over 10 years. And with me being in it for 10 years, I can see just by one sneaker how much of an impact it can make throughout the entire culture once it's released, and how much people go crazy about them. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about the history of the sneakers, how they were made, when they were made, and also we're going to be talking about the inspiration of the art being inspired of the shoe, how they come up with ideas of making the shoe, and also we're going to be talking about the Holy Grails. That's what they call them, the most rare shoes that everybody really wants. So the history of sneakers, they were first made in 1892, and they were first called the Pro-Keds. We all know them as the Keds, but know them as Pro-Keds now. And fast forward like over 100 years now, in 1980 and 1990, my Adidas was the song that Run DMC made that everybody got crazy about, and everybody was wearing shell toes and all that stuff. 2 years later, in 1984, Michael Jordan was signed with Nike, and that just skyrocketed the entire sneaker world. So with the first sneaker that Michael Jordan came out with was the Air Jordan 1, and the NBA commissioner David Stern, he banned the Air Jordan 1. Every time when Michael Jordan wore the shoe, he got fined $5,000 per game. And from that point on, like every single sneaker that Michael Jordan came out with, everybody got crazy about. So that's just a little bit about the history of sneakers. There's a lot more to it, but going to the artistic inspiration of sneakers, I got 4 examples right in front of me. Just a brief scan through on the sneaker of each sneaker. This right here is the Air Jordan 5. It was inspired by the World War II Mustang fighter plane. It was inspired by the teeth of the shark and also the gills. If you look at the plane if you look at the tip of the plane, you can see the shark teeth. So that's where it's inspired from. The Air Jordan 11 Concord. This was inspired by a lawnmower concept back in 1994 and 95, and this was the Air Jordan 13. This was inspired by Michael Jordan's nickname on the court, which was the Black Panther. As you can see, it looks pretty much like a panther if you really look deep into it. So those are 3 examples right there of sneakers. If you want, you can check them out if you like. It's all on you. And also, we're going to go into the Holy Grails, which is this sneaker right here, the Air Yeezy 2, inspired by Kanye West. I know a lot of people don't like him, but as far as the sneaker culture, he pretty much put a lot more fans into the sneaker. This was inspired by believe it or not, by a reptile. So that sneaker right there, once it was released at $250, and now after it's been released and sold out, it was spent over $5,000, $10,000. So that is considered the Holy Grail that everybody really wants. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about the pandemonium of how much people crave over these sneakers. This sneaker right here, once it was released, anybody that pretty much gets caught with this sneaker at the wrong place, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. A lot of people really want these shoes, and they'll do anything to get these shoes. Also, there's another sneaker that came out in 2012, the Nike Air Foamposite Galaxy colorway. This sneaker came out in around February, and everybody went crazy over this sneaker in 2012 February. So bad to a point that the riot control had to come out and stop everybody. They didn't really release the shoes at all. And the very next day, the shoe was on eBay on a record at the highest bid, $70,000. Believe it or not. So that's one incident right there that shows you that a hyped up shoe can be either good or bad. So we talked about the history of the sneaker. We talked about the artistic aspects of sneakers or what it's inspired by, and also the holy grails, good and bad, what you can get out of those sneakers. And that's pretty much it. And I'm going to end this speech by saying that sneakers is the new canvas of art, and you walk with emphasis. Thank you.